It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Elks and the Thunderbirds. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Elks of Vancouver taking on the Thunderbirds of Buenos Aires. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here.
And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Vancouver club,
they come in off the extent. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. In motion right is Tony. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taking it about the 36.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, West. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 20.
And touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Elks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerve should be...
There he goes, left side. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Back to throw. West. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Joe Tryon charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it?
Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fighting him off. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Elks.
Nixon will try the right side.
To about the 35, second down. But you look at this defense.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Watson.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Watson.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vancouver 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Elks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Buenos Aires offense back out now.
They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. West. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. West. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw again.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now it's Watson, a bootleg.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's got room.
Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 11.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Elks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Thunderbirds, nothing.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that in the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Elks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that makes the score 28-0.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. West. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
He's got the first down and more. He's still on his feet.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's Mitchell.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. West.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Operating from the gun. West. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. West. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mitchell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sly set to boot it. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Looking to throw. West able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Buenos Aires first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Throwing
line.
on 1st down. West.
That's caught. Davis Allen.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, West. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. West. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. To throw on third down. West.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Buenos Aires first down.
Off the bootleg. West. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On second down, here's Mixon.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Watson.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Second down and 6 now.
41-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And the Buenos Aires offense back out now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. West. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. West.
And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. West. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, West. And he's got it. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
That's complete to Tony.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Watson.
That complete to Downs.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Elks.
Watson off play action. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Watson looks to throw again.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
1st down, Elks.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
J.J. Hamler
from a yard out.
And the Thunderbirds are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Vancouver,
their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Buenos Aires,
they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.